with their and get a understanding of what it means to be a Christian and being able to deal with life on life's term. You know, you endure so much in life, and we're always told these cute little sayings or whatever the case may be. Here, you know, we try to help people get a true understanding of what these things mean. That's what Real Talk is all about. Keep it real. Real Talk with Rev. Catches every Thursday night, 8 p.m. And Real Talk with Rev. Well, what we try to do is we try to help people with their spiritual walk with, with their and get a understanding of what it means to be a Christian and being able to deal with life on life's term. You know, you endure so much in life, and we're always told these cute little sayings or whatever the case may be. Here, you know, we try to help people get a true understanding of what these things mean. That's what Real Talk is all about. Keep it real. Real Talk with Rev. Catches every Thursday night, 8 p.m.
Preservation of style, it's really about appreciating and celebrating these old world things in the new world.
Good evening, beautiful people. Good evening, good evening, good evening. Grace and peace to you all. Oh, man, what a beautiful day. Hello, Ms. Helen Doss. I pray I said your last name properly. Hello to everybody out there in the Facebook world. Hello to everybody here in hats. Hello to everybody on YouTube. We're here. We're here, y'all. What a week we've had, huh? What a week we have had. Let's see. What have we had in the news going on this week? Ah, we've had a lot going on in the news this week. Before we get started, welcome to Real Talk with Rev. I am your host, Rev. Thank you, Jesus. You guys are real excited. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. First, giving honor to God, who is the head of my life. Give it up for God one time. You know, he's the big. Blessings to you, Apostle T. Apostle T is on. I want to give a shout out to my lovely wife, Vanessa Purdy. Minister McCaskill is on. Blessings to you and your wife. Want to give a shout out to, we're going to hold the applause until the end. Give a shout out to my wife, leading lady Vanessa Kearney. Give a shout out to my admins. Want to give a shout out to my sisters, Siobhan, Darlene. Also want to give a shout out to my cousin Rosie. Want to give a shout out to Helen Doss for coming on. Thank you for coming on tonight. Apostle T, thank you for coming on tonight. Minister McCaskill, thank you for coming on tonight. Dwight Nichols, thank you for coming on this evening. And to everybody here in Haps World, thank you for coming on this evening. You guys could have been anywhere else. You could have been anywhere else, but you chose to be here. And for that, I'm truly, truly appreciative. And I just want to say thank you. Just want to say thank you. is on as well. Thank you for coming on, Deacon Elijah Rains. I believe you're a deacon. I apologize. My mind right now is somewhere else. Um, this evening, well, this week. Let's. How was you guys' week? How was your week this week? How was your day? I know it did a little raining, hit us with a little storm this week. This weather has been a little tricky this week. But how was your day? How was your day? Chancy says she want to be on the show. Oh my God. Next week, Chance. How was everybody's day? Just want to know how everybody's day was before we get started. I pray everybody's had a good day. And there's my sister Chrissy. Hey, Chris. Right. So, in the news this week, we've heard something so crazy. So crazy. So, the young lady, I can't remember her name. If anybody remembers her name, you can post it, and we'll make sure that we have it come across the screen. Um, she tested positive for weed. And because she tested positive for weed, they decided to ban her from running track. Elijah said his day was just fine. I'm glad to hear that, Doc. Glad to hear that. Now, I'm not promoting smoking weed. Not promoting it at all. But since when did weed make you move faster? Please, somebody tell me when weed made you start moving faster. Uh, when I smoke, yeah, and I'm gonna be transparent. When I smoked weed, I didn't move no faster. I was more like mellow. I didn't want to. I didn't want to move fast. I wanted to sit down somewhere, kick my feet up, and enjoy my high. The money that I was wasting. But then, only thing I've ever known weed to do to people is make them hungry, happy, tired. It's like you got the symptoms of the seven dwarfs. Never known weed to make you move faster. I've never, never heard anything like that. But yet, then on the other hand, we get Michael Phelps. Michael Phelps was caught red-handed, not tested for it, caught red-handed smoking a bomb, but was able to go ahead and swing. This bothers me because and I'm a little perplexed behind it because if you're high, right, you're not thinking about moving your arms to swim. You're not thinking about nothing. The only thing on your mind is just either trying to get higher or something of that nature. Like I've never known anybody to get high and say, "Hey, let's go swimming." I've never. That's maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. But anyway, that's a social injustice. That's an injustice that was done right there. Bill Cosby came home. Mr. Jello himself is home. Mr. Jello himself is home. I think he'll be staying away from the Jello pudding pops for a while. Though. I don't think he'll be going to any bars or parties or clubs anytime soon. I just don't see it happening. Anyway, and since he's been home, Phylicia Rashad, many of you might know her as his wife. She played his wife, Claire Huxtable, on the Cosby Show, and she made the statement that she was happy that justice was served, and now people are in an uproar. They're saying, how can she be so happy? How can she make a statement like that as being a dean or whatever she is, whatever title or position it is that she holds at this prestigious college? They're trying to say that she was out of line and out of order. Y'all love that term, out of order, don't you? Like, you're out of order. You're out of order. This whole process is out of order. Please, please. The woman stated how she felt, right? That's her personal feeling. Also in the news, we've had Tabitha Brown. Tabitha Brown. Let's see if we can't pull this up for you, because um, this was done so classy. Um, I love the way that Tabitha responded back to Wendy Williams. Now we all know Wendy Williams is um, somebody help me out here. Wendy is messy. Wendy Williams is known to be messy, starting trouble, starting drama, trying to pick with folks. She's been shut down multiple times before, right? Here's the clip from Wendy Williams.
But there's this woman, her name is Tabitha Brown. Oh, you know her? Clap if you know her. Okay, good. I don't know her. Well, she's an influencer, and she's saying that she's retiring her husband.
Pause 1 second. Did you hear what she just said? She says she doesn't know the woman. You don't even know the woman, and you're coming for her. Like, come on, get your life together. Good.
He's been a police officer for 15 years, and he wants to live out his dreams. Take a look.
I have said to him, babe, it's time. It's time. It's time for him to dream again. It's time for him to think like a child and think, ooh, when I grow up, what do I want to be? And it's something else. It's time for a new journey, a new life, right? And God has blessed us. He has blessed me that I can become.
Nope. I was married to one of those. You know, I make the money and so on and so forth. Go live your dreams, buy a business, you know, stay with me, but go. You see how that turned out. I predict that this marriage is going to be on real rocky ground in a moment. Live your dream. Then they invest in stuff and they lose the money. And then they invest in stuff and the money gets swindled or stolen. Then they invest again. Then he comes home and throws his bag down. And then he's like, and she's like, what? And he's like, I can't do this. And this is your fault. Over here making all your money and stuff. You had me quit my job. And I can't find my live like a child. No, but you understand what I'm saying? Do you understand what I'm saying? Like, no, you work. Being a cop was a big part of his identity. He liked it, but she came to him and said that. I hope if you understand what I'm saying.
The foolishness. That's why it's important to know the people that are around you. But I love the response that she gave. Can we get an audio clip?
Nothing I haven't done has been a straight path.
Because
When I started my website, I was like, I need a home for all.
her response was beautiful. Watch
Hello
this.
there. Y'all all right? Very good, honey. I was up doing a little work here. That's why I got my pajamas on in my office. And then my phone started going off, like praising people. Like, Wendy Williams. First of all, Wendy Williams, honey, God bless you. God bless you. Okay. Um, and so people sent me a little clip, and I said, "Oh my God, the pain this woman must be in. Wendy, the pain you must be in to feel this way, and I'm so sorry." But listen, let me tell you this. 23 years I've been married. Yes. Broke for a very long time together. Struggled for a very long time together. Succeeded for the last couple of years together. Right? Uh, my husband took a job in agreement with me. He took a job 15 years ago to help support my dream. And I know you may not know what that looks like in a genuine place, right? Um, but this was an agreement that my husband and I had. And I told him 15 years ago, "Oh, babe, in 5 years, I'll be able to take you out of there so then you can pursue one of your dreams that you love." Right now, I was his dog in the fight, okay? And he believed in me. And we did it together for the last 15 years. I did every year with him at LAPD, and he did every year with me with rejection and no's in this entertainment industry, right? However, God has blessed me. He has allowed me to manifest. I've been praying on this for a very long time, and it has now come to pass. That is the power of God. It's also the power of allowing God to be first in your marriage. Okay? And that is how it remains successful. He's first in our marriage. Not money, not business, not success, but God. He's first. Okay? Um,
We're just gonna play that. That alone. That alone. Like wow. That alone. That showed her responsibility. That showed her respect. That showed the level of maturity that she had. Yeah, she could have easily clapped back with something hard and ratchet and said, "Well, Wendy, people are still trying to figure out if you a man or not." She could have said a lot of stuff back to Wendy. But because of the fact that she's such a classy woman, she responded back and said that everything that they've been through, they went through it together. They went through it together. And because they went through it together, they're enjoying the benefits of it together. Think about this, right? If Wendy Williams, if Wendy Williams' husband had stuck around, where would she be right now? Where would he be right now? Wendy, I hope you get this. You need to learn to mind your business. Stop sticking your nose in other people's business. You tried it with the brat, and you said that you thought that she wanted you. And she told you nice, plain and clear, "I don't want you." Yes, just because I'm into women doesn't mean that I want you. You're not even my type. You tried it with Mary. When Mary came on your show, Mary told you, "Listen, I came on here to talk about music, not my personal life. What I drive ain't none of your business." Can we get it together, please? Uh, Now, is there anything else? Anything else that's been going on? Oh, the mother from I don't know how many of you are old enough to remember this, but the mother from what was that show with Robert Townsend? Sweetie, I'm sure you remember the lady's name. or the show. What was the name of that show? Can't remember the name of the show. Maybe my admins remember. But either way, the lady, the mother from that show, from the show with Robert Townsend has passed away. She passed away. Parenthood, yes, from the show Parenthood. The mother from the show Parenthood has passed away. We want to send out our condolences to her and to her family. Um, Definitely not an easy moment. Definitely not an easy thing to experience. We pray the best for her. Um, Pray the best for her family, for her kids. It's a lot. Oh, also in the news, before we go into today's topic. So, ladies, here's a little piece of a good reason on why you should not be settling for just being a wifey or girlfriend or fiance or trying to go by this civil law marriage crap. So DMX's fiance of 8 years plus, we all know DMX has passed away a few months, about a month ago, month or two ago. Um, this lady who was by his side for 8 plus years is entitled to not one penny, not one thing. That civil law marriage doesn't entitle you to nothing. If you don't have documents on each other, or if you don't have um, a will, if it's not written up in the will that you're gonna get something, you ain't getting nothing, sweetie. Get the paperwork. Get the paperwork done. Go stand in front of the judge. You don't have to have a big ceremony. Go stand in front of the judge. Go in your backyard. Get a licensed ordained preacher. Have them come marry you. Because if you ain't married legally, the state doesn't recognize you. It's unfortunate. You go through all the ups and downs with this person, and unfortunately, in the end, you're not even recognized. Sad. So make sure that you take the time out to do whatever is deemed necessary, so that you too, um, so that you can reap some of the benefits. Not saying that that's the purpose for getting married. Let me clear that up. But you don't want to be holding somebody down for all these years, and God forbid something happens to them to the point where they pass away, and now you're left holding ear. All right. Now let's get into today's topic. Getting into today's
It's time to help
topic,
people custom.
right? Once again, I want to thank you all for joining me here this evening on Real Talk with Rev. Oh, I almost forgot in the midst of me doing my shout outs. I cannot, and will not go any further until I shout out Creations by Diva. I have to. Good evening, Sister Fuller. evening, Sister Fuller. God bless you. How are you this evening? All right, so let's get into our topic.
And real talk with Red. Well, what we try to do is we try to help people with their spiritual walk, with their helping get a understanding of what it means to be a Christian and being able to deal with life on life's terms. You know, you endure so much in life, and we're always told these cute little sayings or whatever the case may be. Here, you know, we try to help people get a true understanding of what these things mean. That's what real talk is all about. Keep it real. Real talk with Rev. Catch us every Thursday night, 8 p.m.
All right. So now, tonight's topic, is something plain and simple. Knowing who's in your circle. If my admins will post tonight's topic. I'm glad to hear that, Sister Fuller. How has your MS been doing? It's been a while. How's your mom doing? I'm gonna ask if our admins or someone will post tonight's topic so that we can as we prepare to move forward, because I know everybody's looking forward to this. They want to know what we have to talk about this evening. Tonight's topic: who is sitting at your table? Who's sitting at your table? I'm glad to hear that, Sister Fuller. Amen. To God be the glory. To God be the glory. So, sweetie, can we get some coffee, please? What's going on here? All right. So, tonight's topic: who's sitting at your table? Who is sitting at your table? Why is this so important for us to deal with? Why is it important for us to deal with this topic? Who's sitting at your table? Well, I made a statement earlier. First, I gotta give credit to where credit is due. My cousin, Minister Deborah Austin, yesterday she did her live. Not yesterday, excuse me. Tuesday she did her live, and in the midst of her live, she made the statement about knowing about your circle, making sure that you have people around you that's positively promoting you and pushing you, right? I apologize, y'all. So, in the midst of her dealing with this, she dropped it on me. God dropped it on me. Who's sitting at your table? And I had to stop and think for a second. Because my table is so big that there are so many people sitting at this table, but do I really know them? Sure, I know my sister, but do I really know her? Yeah, I know Sister Fuller, but do I really know her? Sure, I know My wife, do I really know her? I know my cousins. I know these people that are sitting at my table, but do I really know them? I know of them. Yes, I know of them, but do I know them? Do I know them well enough to know that during my time at this table, if I happen to get up and walk away, do I know for sure that they won't start seasoning my food with doubt? Do I know that they won't come seasoning my food, or if I send out the order and when I come back from wherever I go and I'm no longer sitting at the table, do I have to worry about them basing my food in maybe misery? Are they pushing me to do better? Are they motivating me to want to be a better person? If not, then guess what? Don't get up from the table. That's your table. That's your table. You stay at your table. This is how you begin to weed them out. Start asking for things. There was a story. See, at your table, you have a lot of people. You might have a traitor. You might have a liar. You might have a cheater. You might have a murderer. You might have misery sitting at your table. You might have doubt sitting at your table. You might have this person called uncertainty sitting at your table. You might even have sitting at your table this thing called suicide. Who's sitting at your table? Let's think about this for a second. We all know that I go to the Bible for everything, right? So Jesus uh, sat at the table with thieves, cussers, backbiters, manipulators, betrayers. When Jesus sat at the table, you can find this out in Matthew chapter 26. So let's look at Matthew chapter 26 real quick, verse 26. When you have it, just say amen. Matthew chapter 26. Admins, if you are still on, can you post that for me, please? Matthew chapter 26, verse 26. Good evening, Minister Austin. How are you? Hey, Rosie. Grace and peace to you. Once again, that's Matthew chapter 26, verse 26. Now, some of us think because we have um, people with titles sitting at tables with us that they're all for us. I hate to be the bearer of bad news. It doesn't mean a thing. You can have apostles sitting at your table. Those apostles might not mean you no good. You could have bishops sitting at your table. If those bishops aren't trying to help you move along in life, those bishops mean you no good. You could have overseers, elders, ministers, evangelists, deacons, missionaries, trustees, have all them sitting at the table. What does that mean? Nothing. It just means that you have a bunch of enemies sitting at your table. You can have your own blood brother sitting at your table. You can have your sister sitting at your table, your mother, your father, your aunts, your uncles. Your family is sitting at the table. But guess what? Just because they're your family does not mean that they want to see you eat well. My cousin and I had a talk. I'm gonna get into the scriptural reference in a second. My cousin and I had a talk earlier, and from that talk, she felt something from something I said to her, and she posted it to her page. She said, "Not everyone sitting at your table is feeding you good stuff, because not all of them are." There was a lady who commented after her that said, "Heck, not everyone sitting at your table deserves to eat." But who wants to sit at a table that they can't eat at? Who wants to sit there? You don't go to a party just to stand around. You go to a party to dance, to enjoy yourself, to party. So if you come to the table, you're expecting to be able to eat, right? But what are you bringing to the table? Remember this: Judas sat at the table with Christ. He ended up betraying him. Everyone sitting at your table isn't feeding you good nutrients and protein. Some will be the cause of you to have high blood pressure because they put too much salt on it. Some of you have your food seasoned with doubt, misery. Some of you have allowed it to bake and stew, marinate in self pity. Some of you have allowed it to marinate in this thing called unworthiness. But who are they to tell you that you're not worthy? Who are they to tell you that you don't deserve the best in life? Let's go to the verse here. Matthew chapter 26, verse 26. And as they were eating, Jesus took bread, blessed it, and broke it, and gave it to his disciples and said, "Take, eat, this is my body." Remember, at this table, at the table while the Lord's Supper was being instituted, all the disciples were there. And remember this, all the disciples came from a different walk of life. All of them came from a different walk in life. Peter was a fisherman. Matthew was a tax collector. Judas was good with finances. Judas was good with numbers. Keep that in mind. Then he took the cup and gave thanks and said, drink. He gave to them, saying, drink from it, all of you. He didn't say some of you. Remember, I said in the beginning, who comes to a table and the host doesn't offer you some food or something to drink? Jesus offered them the food, knowing who was sitting amongst them. Not only did he give them food to eat, but he gave them something to drink. He gave them wine to drink. While giving the wine to him, he said, for this is my blood of the new covenant, which is shed for many of you, which is shed for many for the remission of sins. But I say to you, I will not drink of this fruit of the vine from now until the day when I drink it new with you in my Father's kingdom. Let's skip down a few verses. Let's go to verse 31. Jesus said to them, all of you will be made to stumble because of me this night. See, Jesus knew who was sitting at the table. Jesus knew that he had folks sitting at the table with him that when times got hard, they were going to scatter. Is that what you have sitting at your table? Is your table filled with good weather friends, fair weather friends, as we call them? Is your table seated with, filled with people who are there for you to reap the benefits? They're there when things are good. Oh yeah, they're all for it. All for it. They're all for it. But what about when those times get rough? What about those times when you start feeling like maybe I need to change my approach? Maybe this isn't for me. Do you have people sitting at your table that'll help promote you and help push you and make you want to do better? Thank you, sweetie. Are the people sitting at your table trying to help you move on to the next level? Or are they sitting back? I'm gonna go along for the ride for now. Yeah, I'm gonna sit here. I'm gonna eat this T-bone steak, this tomahawk steak. I'm gonna enjoy these lobsters, this filet mignon. Are they sitting back saying, I'm gonna enjoy this good old seasoned rice, this lobster bisque, these king blue crab legs? Or are they sitting back saying, let me make sure my friend is all right? Are they pushing you? Do they want to see you do better? Do they really want you to do better? Are they really trying to make sure that you're okay? Y'all don't want to talk back to me tonight. Minister Austin, thank you for talking back to me, Rosie. I'm about to make the temperature drop a little bit. Watch this. Them same ones that are sitting at your table now, were they sitting at that same table with you? Were they willing to sit at the table with you when you had to eat the crackhead soups, the ramen noodles? Would they be willing to sit at the table with you if you went from going to a restaurant, buying out the restaurant, to going to a restaurant and begging for a handout? Exactly. Are they willing to sit there and eat the spam with you? Are they willing to eat spam with you until you can get back to those lobsters and those snow blue crabs, them blue snow crabs or whatever it's called? Are they willing to sit back and wait for and not wait like, I'm gonna just sit here and wait. I'm gonna just wait. Or are they coming up to you saying, "Listen, you got this. Don't give up. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Push it, push it, push it, push it. Come on, come on, come on. Move it. Come on. You can't stay here. You gotta move forward. You can't stay in this mess. You can't waddle in their pity. You have to go forward." Or are they sitting back saying, "Well, listen, when that tomahawk steak come back around, that's when I'll move." The people sitting at your circle, are they willing to let you know when you're falling, when you're slipping? Are they willing to let you know that, listen, something ain't right? Are they doing that? Because as much as we love to believe that they are, guess what? Some of them ain't doing it. Some of them ain't doing it. Yeah, you love to believe that everybody on your team is real. We love to believe that. We love to believe that. Sure, that sounds good. Sure, it does. Sure, it sounds like something that we'd all like to believe. Sure, we'd all like to believe that. But here's the problem. And I'm about to bust somebody's bubble. I'm about to make somebody real mad. Y'all ready for this one? Rosie, go on the Real Talk with Rev page. There's something that a rapper called named Beanie Siegel said a few years ago in one of his rhymes. Beanie Siegel made the statement, "Your handshake ain't matching your smile. Y'all brothers is foul." We like to talk about having dirty hands, but are your hands clean? Or are you shaking hands with the devil? Are you eating with the devil? Are you eating with the devil's children? Are you one of the devil's children? Got to keep it real. I got to be raw and real. Are we actually fellowshipping with people who are worth our time? Who's sitting at your table? Who's sitting at your table? See, a lot of y'all have allowed, how can I put this gently. Y'all danced with the devil for so long till y'all can't even recognize his face. I think the temperature just got a little colder in here, and it ain't because of the AC. Some of y'all been dancing with the devil so long till you don't even recognize he's the devil. And that's because of the fact that you've been laying up with him. I'm sorry, I shouldn't have said that. I shouldn't have said that. No, I should have said it. Did you notice that while sitting at the table, let's go back there. Matthew chapter 26. Let's go back. I believe we're at verse 32. Verse 33. Matthew's chapter 26, verse 33. Notice after Jesus made the statement that all of you gonna scatter. All of y'all sitting here at this table with me. When it comes time to show that you value me, to show your love for me, all of y'all gonna get gone. Notice who spoke up. Notice nobody else spoke up but two. Why do these two? Why does the Bible only record these two people speaking up? Peter stands up and says, even if we are all made to stumble because of you, I will never be made to stumble. Peter said basically, listen, even if we are made to fall out, go to war or get poisoned or, even if all this stuff got to happen, dog, I got you back. I'll die with you. I'll ride or die with you. But it seemed like he was riding until it was time for him to die. Who's sitting at your table? Are they real ride or dies? Are they really riding and dying for you? I don't want nobody to ride or die with me. Watch this. John. I want you to push me. I want you to push me to the next level. I want you to help me be the greatest version of me possible. When I start doubting myself, you should be able to say, we ain't doing that. No, we're not doing that. You are somebody. Not only are you somebody, but guess what? You're great. And you can be greater. And I'm going to help you get there. We're going to take a little quick commercial break. Take a little quick break. We will be back. In the meantime, Tevin Campbell, talk to him.
Last night I saw you standing in my started pretending.
So, what do you want to do? I'm here, baby. I'm ready, baby. I'm waiting on you. Believe me, I am patiently waiting on you. Yeah, there's something wrong with me. Every time I'm alone with you, you keep talking about you loving me. Hey, your foreplay just blows my mind. So why don't we stop all the talking, girl? Why don't we stop wasting time? I've had my share of lovers, some say I'm damn good. And if you think you can turn me out, baby, I wish that you would, 'cause you keep telling me this and telling me that. You say once I'm with you, I'll never go back. You say there's a lesson that you wanna teach. Well, here I am, baby. Practice what you preach. Well, here I am, baby. Practice what you preach. Yeah, it's just you and me. So many things I can do to you, and so many ways I can please. Hey, it's your move. Why don't you start turning down the lights and show me just what you can do? Hey, baby, I've had my share of lovers. Some of them were damn good. But if you think you can turn me out, I just wish that you would, 'cause you keep telling me this and telling me that. You say once I'm with you, I'll never go back. I know there's a lesson you wanna teach. Here I am, baby. Practice what you preach. Is it really? Well, here I am, baby. Practice what you preach. Lady, baby, we're wasting time. Precious time. All this talk about what you want to do and how you're gonna do it to me. Come on. Practice what you preach. Now I've had my share of lovers. Some say I'm damn good. But if you think you can turn me out, girl, I just want that you would, 'cause you keep, you just keep telling me this and telling me that. You say once I'm with you, I'll never go back. Say there's a lesson you wanna teach. Here I am, baby. Practice what you preach. Is it really? Well, I'm still waiting. Practice what you preach. Show me. Here I am. Practice on me. Is it really? Girl, I'm still waiting. you free. Oh. Here I am, girl, practice on me. Really? Well, I'm here, baby. Practice what you preach. Girl, I'm still waiting. Practice what you preach. Is it?
As I stand here contemplating on the right thing to decide.
You can catch me in the cherry red 150. Got the glizzy locked in the stizzy. Pop the glizzy doing 60 down a bar with you. Turn 50. Trying to cruise through the avenue while my people be popping bottles up as soon as rendezvous. Fuck that. Spun the Huey, lost the hubcap, was back in the shack. Came back and I watched that. The Paris whoop chicken, every day, baby carrots, every yellow snack. Bird, cherry relish, fresh out the dealer. Got a check for the squealers, wear a vest for the killers. Nothing less, cause it's dealer in the big apple. Players quick to get the shit tackled. Enemies, big action, best friends, kidnapped. Trust no one. Got beef, bust, yoga, you don't need no one. Talking about that shit, oh, mama go for Nolo. Skull face with I'm a Nolo. One deep, probably solo. One deep, no, Nolo. This is all work, baby. I just go for 100 pounds. I'm trying to live. How you gonna do it? I'm staying alive, baby. It's so hard. That's mom, like, I pay for the cities. Get your own, you heard? Niggas wanna fuck. You can catch me in the cherry red 150. Got the glizzy locked in the stizzy. Pop the glizzy doing 60 down a bar with you. Turn 50. Trying to cruise through the avenue while my people be popping bottles up as soon as rendezvous. That spun the Huey, lost the hubcap, was back in the shack. Came back and I watched that. The Paris whoop chicken, every day, baby carrots, every yellow snack. Bird, cherry relish, fresh out the dealer. Got a whoop for the squealers, wear a vest for the killers. Nothing less, cause it's dealer in the big apple. Players quick to get the shit tackled. Enemies, big action, best friends, kidnapped. Trust no one. Got beef, bust, yo, you don't need no one. Talking about that shit, oh, mama go for Nolo. Skull face with I'm a Nolo. One deep, probably solo. One deep, no, Nolo. This is all hard work, baby. I just go for 100 pounds. I'm trying to live. I ain't going nowhere. I'm staying alive, baby. It's so hard. I pay for this. Get your own, you heard? Just wanna crush my wife. Just wanna take my life. It's so hard. The squad, we like dogs. They was in the bar, spit bars to make Miami. Almost came home with the Grammy. Next year, bring you home free for the family. Watch me, you can catch a live on Hitachi. Popping shit like a Nazi. Iced out like DiBiase. That Liberace, from X Versace. Somebody stop it, never that. Uptown, you know you're feeling that fast room. Hardcore, you can dance to. Like all Biggie, give me one more chance. Take a glance and I'm off with yours. From both hands to off my drawers and jerk me like the Source Awards. I love hip-hop, I ain't even probably the best lyricist alive. For the squad, what you say your name was again? And I know you from where? Elementary school. It's gonna be like I don't know you, man. It's so hard. That's you again. Go that way. It's gonna crush my
just walk on by. All you haters, just walk on by.
We're back. We're back. I know you're probably wondering why I selected those songs, right? You're probably saying to yourselves, has Reverend Kearney gone crazy? Well, let's think about the first selection. Now, y'all know there's always a method to my madness, right? There's always a method to my madness. Well, preacher, Rev, what's your method behind this one? Barry White said, practice what you preach. Barry White told us, practice what you preach. Well, if I'm going to practice what I preach, if I tell you that I got your back, I'm your ride or die, I'm your boy to the end, right? You know what that means? That means that I'm there from the beginning all the way to the end. That means that when you're down, I'm there from the gate. That means when you're up, I'm there. I'm there. I'm not going to forget those who were there for me from the beginning. That's what that means. But see, some of us, now I know somebody might miss this, but I'm gonna say it either way because it has to be said. Some of us have had snakes sitting at our tables for so long. Some of y'all had snakes sitting at your table. If I tell you, watch this, during the commercial break, during the little break that we took, I said to my wife, I said, I don't want somebody that's going to be with me when things get good. I don't need a doctor when I'm feeling well. I don't need a doctor if I'm feeling good. I need somebody, this is going to get y'all. I need somebody that when I'm starting, when I start, they there for me. Sweetie, go on the Real Talk with Rev page. That's what I need. I don't need somebody that, oh, now that I'm sitting up top and I got the millions and millions and millions or of dollars and the millions and millions of fans and the millions and millions of followers, or because I can go anywhere and everywhere, now all of a sudden y'all want to be cool with me. I don't need that. That's not what I need. You ain't a real friend. You a leech. You a leech. I said it. And before I take it back, I'll say it 1,000 more times. You are a leech. You're a leech. You're leeching off. You've gotten so comfortable sitting at this table with these folks until now all you see is good in all of it. Remember this, even the devil was an angel. The last song I did was Big puns, it's so hard. In there, Big Pun said as an ad lib, he goes, Money, what you said your name was? And I know you from where? I don't know you, man. Go that way. You know why he said that? Because you came around when things got good. When I was struggling, you wasn't there for me. When I was going through my pitfalls, you wasn't there for me. When I was stretched out on that stretcher, on my back, laid up, you wasn't there for me. Rick Ross put it like this: you wasn't with me shooting in the gym. If you can't be with me when I'm struggling, if you're not there from the beginning times, don't try joining on later on once you see that things are moving forward. If you weren't there for me when I had nobody, don't try jumping on now. Don't do it. Because I'm going to quickly dismiss you. I'm going to dismiss you. And I'm going to make you feel bad. I'm that preacher. I'll do that to you. I will dismiss you and tell you, just like Jesus said he will tell them in the end days, get thee from me, for I never knew you. I never knew you. See, when you're sitting at the table, right? Yes, we know Psalms 23:5 says, thou preparest the table for me in the presence of mine enemies. It's in the presence of your enemies, right? But you know that they're your enemies already. You know that these are your enemies already. You know that these cats don't mean you no good. You know this already. These are things that you already know. But what do? You still sit there. You sit there and you eat with them. You sit there and you drink with them. You sit there and you laugh with them. You sit there amongst your haters, amongst your enemies. You bathe with them. There's a worldly saying that says, keep your friends close and your enemies closer. Can I tell y'all something? That saying couldn't be more wrong than a man trying to put a left shoe on the right foot. How can you say that, preacher? I say that because your friends, your enemies, you already know what they're about. You already know your enemies are there to tear you down. You already know that they're coming against you to try to tear you up, to discourage you. You already know this. Don't nobody got to tell you. I ain't got to tell you these things. You already know these things. Because you know that's your enemy. But watch this. The enemy of my friend is my friend. Preacher, what does that mean? The enemy of my friend is my friend. Plain and simple. I'm gonna go back to that worldly little saying real quick. Keep your friends close and your enemies closer. No, keep your enemies close, but keep your friends closer. Because you know, again, from the gate that your enemies are coming after you. You know from the gate already what your enemies look like. So you know what their purpose is. You know why they come around. But it'll be your friends to be the ones that'll tear you down. It'll be your friends to be the one to sell you out. Don't believe me? Let's go to Matthew. What's going on, Bishop Webb? Watch this. Judas sat at the table with Jesus. Judas was Jesus' half brother. And look what Judas did. Judas betrayed him. Who's sitting at your table? Are you sure that these same people that's sitting at your table are sitting there to try to help you do better? Are they sitting there just enjoying the fruits of your labor? Which one is it? Y'all don't want to talk to me. Well, watch this. Judas realized that he messed up. Judas realized later on that he had a great ride. All he had to do was sit back. All he had to do was sit back. After doing so, what did Judas do? Judas went back and tried to recant. Judas went back and took the money and threw it on the floor and said, listen, man, I done sinned. I'm betraying an innocent dude. This cat is innocent, man. I didn't realize what I had. I didn't realize who he was. Bishop Webb says sometimes when God sends Judas, instead of them hanging themselves, I do it to them for them. All right, Bishop. TLC had a song back in the 90s that said, what about your friends? What about your friends? Are they really your friends? Here's a friend test for you. Go through a situation. Need them. Let your back be against the wall. You'll find out whether or not they're your true friend. Be put in a position whereas there's no chance for you to come out. Not on top. There's no way that you can come out on top. But look what happens. Because they're your true friend, they step in and they find a way to help you get to your greatness. They find a way to make sure that you're not sitting back going through it by yourself. Y'all don't get that though. Hey Isha, y'all don't understand that though. Y'all think because of the fact that while you up here, they there cheering along with you. They got their pom-poms. They're cheering along with you. Yay! Go, go, go! Y'all think that they're all for you. Meanwhile, they're doing like Judas. They're sitting up making their plots and plans for somebody else to get you out the way. Baby, I know you're going to kill me. Never mind. I'm about to take a little break in a second. They're making plans to get you out the way. Yeah, let them climb that ladder of success. As soon as you get to that last ring, you find out that you didn't even go anywhere. Why didn't you actually climb up anywhere? Because while you were climbing, they were slowly, methodically cutting down that ladder. So for each rung that you went up 2, they cut 1. You go up 2 more, you think you're going higher, they're cutting you down again. Who's sitting at your table? Who's sitting there? We'll be back with Rev's Thoughts.
Change your world allow it to remain forever. Oh, but you have to worry. You never have to think. You think you will, I'll always be here. I'll be your friend over and through the water. You never have to face it alone. And when the world seems to kill you, I think I'll pray for you. I'll always be there. Time and time again. Sometimes I know that you won't know you, and then there are times you feel very blue. Got so much pain. Oh, but I'm the kind of person who can take the hurt away. You'll never have to suffer again. I'll be your friend, carry you over the mountain, to lift you up when you're falling down. Baby, please don't you can believe in me. I'm your friend, and I'll always, always, always be right there.
And we're back. We're back. So, the message, I know some of you are wondering about the songs that I played. Right? I played one by TLC called What About Your Friends? Are they going to stand their ground? Are they going to be around? Will they let you down? TLC asked a very serious question. Are you real? Because a friend ain't going to leave your side. A friend will be right there. A true friend will stick right by your side. A true friend, even when you make a mistake, they there for you. I'm right here, Dwight. A true friend is still going to be there. Watch this. Even after Peter denied Jesus 3 times. 3 times. Let's flip over real quick. In the background, you hear the song, Speak to My Heart, Lord. Even after the 3rd time, even after denying Jesus, in the midst of everything that was going on, right? In the end, what did Peter do? I know a lot of y'all might be lost. Some of you might be saying, well, what did he do, Rev? Jesus, when he came to the apostles, Jesus restored Peter. He restored Peter. And he gave him simple instructions. John chapter 21. Go to John chapter 21. John 21, verse 18. And I love this. I love this. I love this. Somebody post that scripture for me. John 21. And I want you all to read this on your own time, though. John 21, verses 18 through 25. Excuse me, 15 through 25. You can read this later on. You can read this later on. But I need you all to catch this. Jesus didn't dismiss him. He didn't dismiss him. He didn't say, yo, my man, you know what? You betrayed me, dog. You bounced on me. You bounced on me. When they asked you if you knew me, you said, nah, I don't know that cat. Then you even got so mad to the point where you cursed. You cursed when they spoke of my name. You cursed folks out. Jesus didn't do that, though. Jesus simply said to him, Simon, son of Jonah, do you love me more than these? More than everybody else that's sitting at this table with us. Do you love me more than them? Jesus already knew what the answer was going to be. He said, yeah, Lord. You know I love you. Jesus simply said to him, feed my lambs. Then he asked him again, Simon, son of Jonah, do you love me? Peter replied, yes, Lord, you know that I love you. Said to him, tend my sheep. Then he asked him the third time, Simon, son of Jonah, do you love me? Peter was grieved, pissed off, angry, upset, because he did not understand how is that a man that knows it all could ask me such a question. Not once, not twice, but here for the third time. Peter said, Lord, you know all things. So you know I love you. Jesus said to him, feed my sheep. Verily I say unto you, when you were younger, you girded yourself and walked where you wish. But when you are old, you will stretch out your hands, and another will gird you and carry you where you do not wish. But the beautiful part about it is, at the end of verse 29, he didn't say, get away from me. He said, follow me. Follow me. See, we need to realize who's sitting at our table. All right? Peter sat at the table with Jesus. Peter was there with Jesus for some years. He was a part of Jesus for years. For years. For years, Peter partook in the teaching, the eating. For years, he did this. And still denied it when times got rough. But because of the fact that he stuck with him, yeah, he might have slipped for a little bit. Yeah, he slipped. And he was warned that he was going to do it. But did that deter Jesus from forgiving him? And basically saying, listen, man, when they tried to take me, you defended me. You defended me. Even to the point of the fact that you sliced off a man's ear to protect me. So I know where your loyalty lies. I know where your loyalty lies. I know you're loyal to me. But I need you to do one last thing to prove your loyalty to me. Follow me. These are my last commandments to you. Follow me. Follow me. Isn't that deep? That's something to think about. Even after Peter, Jesus' ride or die, his left-hand man, one of his closest, even after all that, Jesus still sat there and told him, you know what? Don't worry about it. I need you to feed my people. Still put him in a position of authority. Still embraced him. Still loved him. But because of his loyalty, because of his heart, because he knew, Jesus knew that he could count on Peter to lead the disciples, the apostles, and the nation. I'm going to prove this to you. Go with me real quick. I believe it's in Matthew. My song right here. Matthew chapter 16, verse 13. Matthew chapter 16. Let's start at verse 13. Post this up for me, sweetheart. Matthew chapter 16, verses 13 through 20. Matthew chapter 16, verses 13 through 20. And we're going to get ready to close. Yeah, I know. So in Matthew chapter 16, verses 13 through 20, sweetie, let Rosie know I'm still live. Matter of fact. Getting ready to close out the live now. Here, Jesus asked the disciples, Who do the people say that I am? Who do the people say I am? Everybody gave their own answer. Everybody gave their own answer. Everybody gave their own perspective, right? Everybody had their own thoughts, their own opinions. Everybody answered in their own way. Some of them said John the Baptist, others said Elijah, while others said Jeremiah or one of the prophets. Then Jesus made it personal. He made it personal. He said, okay, that's all fine and dandy, but who do you say that I am? See, the people that's sitting at your table, they've heard things about you. They heard about how you were a great teacher, a great philosopher, a great idealist, a great motivator. They heard all this from other people, but who do they think of? What do they think of? Who do they know you as? Do they know you as a person that gives up when times get hard? Or do they know you as that person that keeps pushing, even in the midst of tribulation? Simon Peter answered and said, you are Christ, the Son of the living God. See, while sitting at this table, there needs to be at least one person. You should have at least one person who can identify you better than anybody else. And that one person should be the person that's pushing you. I'm going to ask the admins to post the reminders of things coming up and our promotions. If you don't have nobody sitting around you that's pushing you to do better, that's pushing you to go higher, that's telling you that despite the way things look right now, you're going to go there, you're going to reach that plateau. You're going to go higher than you even thought that you ever dreamed of. You're going to make it. You're going to reach it. Why? Because I'm going to push you to that point. I'm going to help you get there. And I'm not helping you so that I can reap the benefits. Because it's not about me. It's about you reaching your goals. You achieving your dreams. Because you doing that motivates me to want to do better for myself. If you don't have people sitting at your table that's pushing you, that's seasoning your food with motivation, if you don't have people sitting at your table that's basking, that's basing your food, your thoughts with positive ideas, if they're not taking this meat and wrapping it up in motivation, if they're not giving you water, so that seed can grow, it's time you get those people out of your life. I apologize. Let me rephrase that. Keep them around. Keep them around. You know why you want to keep them around? Because the Bible says in Psalms 23:5, he prepares a table for me, even in the presence of my enemies. Even in the presence of those that said I couldn't do it. For the ones that did nothing, God proved that, you know what? You don't know what I had in store for them. If you knew, if we only knew what God's plans was for us, how much greater could we be? If we sat patiently and allowed God to water us, how much higher can we go? How much higher can we go? How much bigger can we grow? What more can we achieve? I want to remind you all of on Tuesdays, 7 p.m. Join my cousin, Minister Austin, Minister Deborah Austin. Join her every Tuesday. I promise you, you'll learn something. You'll learn something. Last week, she spoke on self-care. And this here is part of your self-care. Take care of those that take care of you. My cousin Rosie has pushed me. She keeps pushing me, telling me, you can do it, cuz. I know you can do it. I know if anybody can do it, you can. She has a blog coming out. She started her own business. It's called Let's Talk About It. A place where the blog is called A Moment with Debbie. You can find it on YouTube. The launch date is August 7th. Trust me when I tell you, you don't want to miss it. You don't want to miss it. Creations by Diva. They're on a new plateau. Before I go there, let me finish with my cousin Rosie. This was just dropped on me. Rosie, there's a new level for you. There's new things getting ready to happen in your life that you cried for 2 years ago. And God is getting ready to start making them take place now. They're about to start taking place right now. Because you've cried so hard. Because you've yearned so hard to please Him. He's about to bless you with the desires of your heart. Things that you cried and asked God for in private last year, you thought He forgot about. But He's saying that they're about to come into fruition this year. Bless you, Elijah. They're coming into fruition this year. Stay grounded in Him. Keep doing exactly what it is you've been doing. Keep doing exactly what it is you've been doing. Don't change up now. Don't change up now. Stay rooted. Stay rooted in Christ. You're going up. You're going up. Creations by Diva. I'm asking the admins to post about them. The sign that you see behind me was created by them. And next month, you'll see that I'll be wearing my own shirts. Those shirts will be made by Creations by Diva. If you're interested in purchasing a shirt, a hat, a coffee mug, whatever it is, let us know. We thank you for the support. And we thank Creations by Diva for being a supporter. We thank Cousin Rosie, Minister Deborah Austin, for being a supporter. We thank you. It means a lot to us. We don't take time out to say thank you enough. Give a person their roses while they're alive so they can smell them and they can appreciate them. Creations by Diva will be moving through Patron Patreon, excuse me, I said Patron, Lord Jesus. Creations by Diva will be moving to Patreon. Please support them. Please do. Again, the sign behind me, this chest box, my little trinkets that I keep on my desk. Yeah, not the liquor. My little trinkets that I keep on my desk. Creations by Diva. Jewelry, candles, you name it, they got you. Support them. I hate when this happens. Creations by Diva. You're about to get more support on Patreon than you did on Facebook. You've already gone and blown up, but God is saying you're about to go even higher as well because you've been faithful. Because you wouldn't allow the naysayers, you wouldn't allow the Judases to stop you. You wouldn't allow those who thought that they can copy you. I hear you, Lord. They copied the image, but they couldn't copy the anointing. Your hands have been anointed to do great things. And because of that, your business is about to flourish. You stick with God. Keep doing what you've been doing. My wife, Vanessa. Elijah, do you have a relative that's in the hospital or that's sick right now? If you're still on, please. That relative is getting ready to leave the hospital. Elijah said, I do have a relative that's sick. His first cousin had a stroke. Healing is already taking place. But God is saying it's your job to make sure that they live right. I don't know what that means to you. I don't understand what that means. But God is saying it's your job to make sure that they're right. I don't understand why this is happening. I was not supposed to be, my plans were not of this tonight. My plans was to come on, do this, and then leave. Give the words and leave. God is taking me somewhere else, and I receive everything that He's given me. He's saying it's your job to make sure they live right. Dwight, God is saying, pack your bags. There's a trip that you're going on shortly. You're going on a trip. And there's a young lady that's going to go with you. You're going to meet this young lady, and because of you, she's going to turn to God. Because of you, she's going to turn her life around. Because of the anointing that's on you, He's going to she's going to turn her life around and start walking right. I don't know. Creations by Diva. I just saw a building with your name on it, and I don't know why, but I'm seeing my sister's girlfriend, Darlene. I'm seeing her standing in front of a media pole, addressing the media about things dealing with Creations by Diva. There's a building that's waiting for you guys. I don't know where. There's a building. There's a building. It's not a small spot in the building either. It's a wide building. It's a whole store with things created by Creations by Diva. Office, 2 floors. Rosie, I don't mean to scare you. I promise you, I don't mean to scare you. This is scaring me right now. I just heard your mother say, "Don't give up. You're right there." I just heard your mother clearly say, "Don't give up. You're right there." I apologize. I'm seeing you, Minister Austin, in an all white dress. And I'm seeing you bring deliverance to people. This is scary. Elijah, I apologize, y'all, but Darlene, what's going on? Chrissy, what's going on? my sister-in-law on? She is okay. Yolanda, God has just said that you are chasing something that doesn't belong to you. I don't know where this is coming from, but he said for the past 13 years, you've been chasing after things that were not meant for you. Stop chasing. He said, stop chasing, and he'll give it to you. This, ah, um, for those of you that know me, y'all know this isn't what I do. This is not what I do. But what I do is I allow the Lord, I allow myself, I try to make sure that I stay within the word and the will of God so that I can be found worthy to be used as a vessel. But I promise you, it's a scary thing when he starts speaking to me to speak to people. But I thank God that he found me worthy. And that's it. God has something for you, but he said it's not for everybody to know about. It's a private thing. He said it's private. And it's something for me to disclose to you in private. There's one thing that he's saying to say openly. Your womb is about to open. need y'all to understand this. The tears that you see me crying are not tears of sorrow. They're tears of joy. I don't know who this young lady is on hats, but God is saying the cancer is cleared up. The cancer is gone. He said the cancer is gone. Oh, excuse me. I want to thank you all. To all of you who have stuck by my side. I want to thank you. And I mean this with all my love and all sincerity. I humbly thank each and every last one of you. I thank each and every last one of you for being by my side. To my wife Vanessa, I thank you that even when things were presented to you, you did not allow that to deter you from sticking by my side. And for that I will forever, forever and eternally Be thankful. And know this, no matter where life takes us, no matter how high I go, I can't go no higher unless you're with me. And I thank you for sticking around for this ride. I love you with all of my heart. I wouldn't trade you for the world. I'm honored to be your husband. It is an honor to have you being the one that bears my name. To my sisters, Siobhan and Darlene, thank you for being there from day one. When I first started Scarface Entertainment, I thank you for the fact that you guys never gave up on me. I thank you. To my cousin Rosie, thank you for pushing me to higher heights. Thank you for believing in my dreams. Thank you for showing me things that I didn't even realize I had inside of me. I thank you. If you guys never hear my voice again, if you never see my face again, know this. I wouldn't have made it this far without God first and without y'all as my support system. I thank each and every last one of you. I thank each and every last one of you. Keep sticking with me. If you'll keep walking with me, you guys will just keep riding with me. I promise you, we're all going higher. All of us. God's not going to take me any higher and leave you guys behind. So I thank each and every last one of you. I was supposed to tell you guys some more information, but Rosie, those boxes ain't big enough. You're going to need bigger boxes. I love you all. And again, I thank you all for being with me, taking the time out every Thursday to tune in, or every time that Real Talk is on, or every time that I'm on. I thank you. I love each and every last one of you. And again, I'm no bigger than you. We're a team. As my wife just said, it's only up from here. God bless you all. May heaven continue to smile down on each and every last one of you. And please remember, no matter what the situation looks like, no matter what those people behind you are saying, no matter what the ones at the table are saying, remember that God has the final say so. God bless you all. And good night.
And real talk with Brad. Well, what we try to do is we try to help people with their spiritual walk on his own, with their them get a understanding of what it means to be a Christian and being able to deal with life on life's terms. You know, you endure so much in life, and we're always told these cute little sayings or whatever the case may be. Here, you know, we try to help people get a true understanding of what these things mean. That's what Real Talk is all about. Keep it real. Real Talk with Rev. Catch us every Thursday night, 8 p.m.